in the timetable and schedule of activities for the general election. Working with political parties and other stakeholders, the Commission has so far successfully implemented 9 out of 14 activities for the general election. We are also making a steady progress in other critical areas of preparation for the election, including the provision of sensitive and non-sensitive materials, the recruitment of staff, and planning for the movement of personnel and materials for the election. Only last week, we commenced the training of master trainers on election technology to ensure a seamless process. Beginning from tomorrow, we will commence the same training at zonal level and subsequently train all the ad hoc staff for the 176,846 polling units nationwide. On this note, let me once again reassure Nigerians that there is no going back on the deployment of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, for voter accreditation. There is no going back on the transmission of results on the INEC result viewing portal in real time on election day. There will be no incident form that enables ineligible persons to vote using other people's permanent voters' cards during elections. We are committed to ensuring that the 2023 general election is transparent and credible, reflecting the will of the Nigerian people.
Okay, so Mr. Okoye, I'm taking you back again to I know you were still talking about the presidential elections, and that's where the question of review is coming up. But I want to ask if we now know what caused the servers not to work for the presidential elections, the IREV not to work for the presidential election, but worked for the National Assembly elections conducted on the same day.
Well, I wouldn't know. All I know, in terms of technology, I'm not too technologically savvy. There was panic, and I need to be honest, there was panic on that day when we noticed that there was a challenge. And all the ICT people gathered and were trying to find a solution to it. At the end of the day, I issued a statement and I told the nation that we had a glitch. Now, we are still in the middle of election. The moment we are through with the issue of all these elections, we will sit down as a commission and do both internal and external review of the entire gamut and entire processes leading to this election. And I'm sure that at that particular moment, those who were involved and those who were in charge of our ICT facility will come and soberly and rationally explain to the commission what exactly happened and what went wrong and what should be done.
I'm sure you've heard people saying that, you know, that the servers were switched off and there was an internal sabotage within INEC.
Honestly, I wouldn't know. But I do not think that the commission, after making promises to the Nigerian people, will turn around and sabotage itself. It's not rational. It doesn't make sense to me.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria and this aftermath. Today is Saturday, June 10, 2023. It's a sad day for democracy. It's another sad day for democracy in Nigeria. This is because the court or the Election Petition Tribunal rejected the request of Obi and Labour Party to interrogate INEC ICT experts who handled the issue of technology on the day of the election. INEC rejected it. It is even more sad because at the inauguration of this election petition panel, the chairman of the panel, while speaking about the tribunal and how it's going to be conducted, did say and warned councils not to bring technicalities into the matter, that they need facts, the law and issues that are germane about the matter at stake, and that they will not tolerate any technicalities. But today, Saturday, June 10th, INEC no, sorry, the courts allow technicalities to be used to stop P2B from having access or questioning INEC on how it conducted the election on February 25, how the ICT people handled the matter. So that is what we're going to talk about now. It's a sad day for democracy. It's a sad day for Nigeria. And it should be of concern to the international community. The United States AIDS Agency, the European Union and all that, they funded INEC. Besides Nigerian government that brought money for the election, these international organizations should question some of the things that are happening, because the court is still part of the election process. Until this matter is finished in the court, the elections are not over. That's a fact. Now let's see what happened in court today that made INEC to be prevented from presenting or answering the interrogations that P2B and Labour Party wanted to carry out. Now, the P2B, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party and Labour Party, they were in court on Saturday, June 10th. Unfortunately for them, the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal struck out an application that Obi and Labour Party made to interrogate INEC on the technology it deployed for the conduct of the general elections. Obi prayed the court to compel INEC to answer 12 key questions he listed in an interrogatory he filed on May 22. He wanted INEC to, among other things, tell the court the dates it conducted the functionality test on the purported improved technology system it deployed. The system that INEC deployed for the election, P2B and Labour Party was asking, they want to know when they run a test on it, at least they have to test run it. Which day did they do the test running of this equipment that they will use for the election? Which day? That's one of the demands that P2B wanted INEC and this ICT team to answer. Unfortunately, the court has said they can answer it. Obi also was demanding getting the dates in which INEC conducted a functionality test. He also wanted to find out as well the names and details of those that conducted the test. It is also essential to know those who conducted it, their details, whether they are qualified to conduct it or some other people ought to have been allowed to conduct it. It is for justice sake. That is a very important question to ask. But unfortunately, the courts today say no. Obi equally urged the courts to compel INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, to supply its answers to the following questions. Now, before I go into the questions that Obi wanted them to answer, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, Obi equally urged the courts to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission to supply its answers to the following question. Who created and deployed the 4 applications patches and updates to fix the HTTP 500 error that prevented the e-transmission of the results of the presidential election on 25th February 2023? Maybe I have to repeat this question again that P2B wanted an answer to. who created and deployed the 4 application patches and updates to fix the HTTP 500 error that prevented the e-transmission of the results of the presidential election on the 25th February 2023. Another question P2B wanted to ask them in the court, the ICT people, if they had allowed him, what was the exact time of the occurrence of the technical glitch which prevented the e-transmission of the result of the presidential election on February 25? What was the exact time of the occurrence of the technical glitch which prevented the e-transmission of the result of the presidential election on February 25, 2023? Okay? The next question that Obi wanted INEC and his ICT expert to answer was this: what time were the technological glitches fixed and or repaired? What time were the technological glitches fixed or repaired? What percentage of the result of the presidential election was uploaded on the IRIV on February 25, 2023? What percentage of the result of the presidential election was uploaded on the IRIV on February 25, 2023? What percentage of the result of the presidential election was uploaded on the IRIV as at the time of the declaration of the result of the presidential election on March 1st, 2023? What percentage of the result of the presidential election was uploaded on the IRIV as at the time of the declaration of the result of the presidential election on March 1st, 2023? Another question that P2B wanted to ask the ICT people that he's seeking the application to ask ICT team of INEC is, if the presidential election was conducted concurrently with the National Assembly election on the same day and at the same time, using the same technological devices, why were there glitches only with respect to the presidential election? If the presidential election was conducted concurrently with the National Assembly elections on the same day and at the same time, using the same technological devices, why were there glitches only with respect to the presidential election? These were the questions that P2B asked. And P2B and Labour Party insisted that the answers that they will get from INEC and their ICT team will provide the answers. That's the answers they will get from ICT people of ICT team of INEC will give vital information that will help in determining their case. Okay? They say that they maintain that the answers the commission will provide to the questions will be very vital to the determination of the petition they filed to challenge the declaration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress as the winner of the presidential election. However, all the respondents, that's the lawyer of INEC, the lawyer of APC, the lawyer of Tinubu, the lawyer of Shetima, all of them objected. They asked the court to dismiss the application for want of competence. And the court agreed with them because the court, in a unanimous decision, struck out the application on the premise that it was filed outside the pre-hearing period. Outside the pre-hearing period. That's technicality as far as I'm concerned. And this is one of the things they say that they will not allow the use of technicality to stop anybody from present facts of a case. It's unfortunate. It's a sad day for Nigerian democracy. It's unfortunate for Nigeria's democracy. And we hope, and many Nigerians will hope, that perhaps when this matter will get to the Supreme Court, perhaps the Supreme Court may look into this matter and find out why justice can be done or said to be done in this matter if the ICT people, because from the outset, INEC said that this thing is going to be technology driven. That is why they were assuring and they are reassuring Nigerians that they are going to use beavers and they are going to transmit the results real time from all the over 176,000 polling units across the country. That's what they promised. Technology. That's what they're going to use. Now, an opportunity to test how that technology functioned that day was dismissed by the court. So how are we going to get the truth of what happened on election day? Because many of the things that happened on that election day is at the root of the outcome of that election. It is the process. The process. If the process is flawed, then the outcome cannot be good. That is a fact. And P2B and Labour Party, they wanted to test that process, but the court stopped them. But that should not make Nigerians to lose faith in the court. Nigerians should still have faith in them to see what they will do. At the end of the day, whatever is the outcome of these proceedings right now is certainly going to the Supreme Court. I hope that when it gets to the Supreme Court, there's a way for them to subject INEC ICT team to interrogation, because that is essential in finding out whether there was an internal sabotage or external sabotage. The internal sabotage from inside, but the external sabotage is supposed to have been taken care of by the Amazon Web Services, which is an American host company that is known as one of the best in the world. Most governments around the world and corporate entities use them to store their data, and their protection is almost impregnable, 99% impregnable at least, because you have to give 1% for plus or minus any other challenges. So it is assumed that INEC was protected from external attack by Amazon Web Services. Of course, P2B has also requested for them to be subpoenaed to come and give evidence on whether there was an attack on INEC portal on that very day. Now, the inside one now, which is supposed to be to back up P2B's legal process, has been prevented today by the courts from being heard, so that those people now have been shielded. Those who conducted these so-called internal technical protection in INEC, those who operated the softwares of INEC on that day, they have been stopped from coming to give evidence. It's a sad day for democracy in Nigeria. It's another sad day for Nigeria's future. But like I said, let's keep hope alive. Perhaps there will be other time. But my thinking is, if they didn't allow these people to talk now, perhaps the Supreme Court will look into the matter and make them to appear, because they are at the center of finding out if there was sabotage on February 25, because that is the root of the problem we're having in Nigeria today. What happened on February 25 in terms of e-transmission of presidential election results. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And I'm going to also put out a video to tell you the reason why, in details, why they don't want P2B to interrogate these ICT people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.